Okay, hey, I'm excited to announce a little bit different format to this year's annual meeting. In addition to having our traditional meeting at 6 o'clock at the Texas County Activity Center, where we invite all the members out to come have a barbecue dinner, win some door prizes, TCEC is also going to be having satellite offices on that day, that Thursday, September 22nd, at Beaver, Boise City, Elkhart, TCEC's office in Hooker, and in Guyman, all day long, where members can come out, register, vote for some bylaw changes that I want to go over with you, and that also allows them to get their door prize right then, as well as a $20 credit on their electric bill. Okay. As everybody knows, bylaw changes must be approved by the membership. And a membership vote can't take place unless we have a quorum. So going to where our members are and meeting them instead of requiring them to come to us, we think will not only improve engagement, it will help make sure that we get that quorum number so that the vote on these bylaw changes counts. So in summary, the bylaw changes this year are bigger than normal. There's actually 5 specific bylaw revisions that everybody will receive a red line strikeout in the mail, as well as a summary of what the bylaw changes are. But they're all designed to either better protect the co-op in one specific case or improve the membership experience for you, the member. So starting with the very first one is we want to be able to allow for mail and electronic voting at the annual meeting in future meetings that will count towards the quorum. So we're adding the words mail and electronic to the bylaws so that those type of processes can be used to count towards the quorum requirement. So better engagement. The second is, for the last handful of years, TCEC has always allowed estates to be retired early at a discounted rate so that estates can be cleaned up in the unfortunate event people lose family members. The board has decided that should be an option for anybody that is no longer an active member of the cooperative. So when somebody leaves TCEC and they move somewhere else and they don't have an active meter with us anymore, so they are no longer an active member, at their request, TCEC will retire the capital credits owed to them at a discounted rate, because that's our only other funding of capital, other than borrowing. But if they want their money, we'd be sure and happy to give it back to them. The third is actually a revision to the last time the memberships came to vote, which was in 2019 on some bylaw changes. It's a revision to how big the districts can be as far as from the largest to the smallest. The board has put forth to the membership that the difference between the biggest the district and the smallest district, that number moved from 10% to 20%. And I know that sounds like a big change, but in the grand scheme of things, 10% is like 1 or 2 members. And instead of having to change the districts every year, we, staff, myself, and the board feel like this will keep the districts more static by moving it to 20%. So people that are on those border areas have more confidence in what district they will be in from year to year. It also changes the timing of that. Currently, the bylaws say that must be done in front of the annual meeting and the district meetings. This will allow it to change to be done afterwards. So in the event that we have to change the districts, we have much more time to communicate that to the members that have been changed, that if they are in a district change, than they would have had in the past. And I think the last one, which is really to protect the co-op, which protects the members, because this is a financial policy decision, or a financial policy that we want to add to the bylaws, and that is just bankruptcy protection. TCEC is very fortunate to have a very diverse load. Our bylaws are silent on what happens during bankruptcies, and us, just like any other business, has experienced when members go bankrupt. And in an effort to avoid bankruptcy court, the board has added some language that clarifies what happens to capital credits if a member were to go bankrupt, and hopefully that lowers the risk and lowers the cost to TCEC in the future if that unfortunate event happens to befall a member. So all of these are going to be presented to you either yay or nay. We're going to roll them all up into one vote, so to make it simple. I don't expect any controversy on this, but if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them, or any of our people can answer those questions as well. So thank you for your time, but again, if you got any questions, please reach out to us and we'll be happy to give further explanation. God bless.